the unrestored original SeaRat 1 1100 swap 650 SX. Here's the SeaRat 2. Check it out. What do you think looks better? What one do you care about more? Who cares about the SeaRat 1 more? Raise your hand in the comment section. Okay, who cares about the SeaRat 2 more? Tell us. Tell me, no, okay? But this is where it all began. This is where the original 3 cylinders 1100 650 SX. This is the beginning, and we're gonna just show you the production version, the Mark II.
Boys, we're gonna be a little bit more upbeat today. Welcome to JetSki Brothers. Today it's Jacob here on a nice Friday. Sun's out. I'm gonna go out in the yard and get some stuff for the SeaRat 2. So, perfect day to go pluck some stuff out of the yard, and we're gonna get to work on the SeaRat 2. Yeah.
I'm on my weekend and I'm building skis and making a mess, so hopefully I can clean it up by the end of the week. But finished up most of my hood here for the SeaRat 2. So I like the handprint. I'm gonna write some message on the back. I think basically it's done with painting. I think I'm gonna paint some like vintage jet ski thing on it. Just because that's cool. And we're, you know, we're just showing our love for vintage jet ski. I think, maybe I'll write it on the side in like military letters or something. That would look kind of cool. It almost wouldn't look right if I just put one of their stickers on here, because like it looks like too good for this rat, right? I'm really excited to start putting it together, but I just feel so good about how that turned out. That little nose piece that looks like it's embedded in a animal somewhere. But all right, I guess I need to steal some parts off of this thing to finish the rat. What do you think I need? Might need that. Alright, this is what we were after. Let's get this new impeller going. I got this brand new vise from Jason. What do you guys think? Show of hands, who thinks this vise is gonna break when I try to take this impeller off? Yeah. Man, that is a lot better than that blue vise. I don't know, maybe some of you saw me break the blue vise. Alright, here's our X2 prop. This right here is a ZXi 900 prop, one of the early model 900 props. The early model ZXi 900s have a 140 millimeter pump, same diameter as this. It's not compatible with any stand-up stuff that I know of, so it's a completely different design, but the impeller is the same diameter. And so the back sides, you can see the 650 impeller is a little bit more recessed, and also I believe the spline depth, like from here to wherever the bottom of the splines, is deeper on these guys. So what that means in real life is this is a 650 drive shaft. The spline depth is a little shallow on the newer impellers, like what the ZXi came out of. The spline depth would probably go back to about here. And so what I'm going to probably do is relieve these splines back a little bit, kind of like what Sea-Doo does on a lot of theirs. And then it should, since it won't have the shoulder here, it should drop all the way in. And I'm gonna have to cut this drive shaft to length anyway, but a lot of people, when they put impellers out of like a 750 or something into these 650 pumps, they'll cut this back a little bit, and I'm not sure I'm going to do that. I'll test fit this thing real quick and see how it really goes in there. So obviously it screws right in,
I've put 650 impellers in 750 pumps before, and I think it really a lot of times depends on the impeller manufacturer, but I've had to put washers in to space them forward, and I've also had other props where I didn't have to do that. So I don't know, maybe I will cut this one back. Might make it a little better enough to be worth it. I mean, it still spins fine in the pump. Yeah, you can see the blades stick forward a little bit. Yeah, I'll probably cut it back, just a hair. But, yeah. I don't even remember what pitch this is. Okay, so it looks like we got a Solus 18.7, 21.7. Weird pitch number, but, yeah. So that's a stock prop, or that's just a off-the-shelf prop for a 900, so. Alright guys, so I found another impeller. So I found this guy. This is a I measured it, it's like a 13, 18 or something like that. So it's definitely a bit shorter, and I don't know, the last SeaRat, I remember thinking, it'd be interesting to try a shorter prop in one of these triples. So I found this laying around, so I figure why not? It goes right in, so I don't need to cut it back or anything. It engages with the wear ring liner pretty good. So yeah, I'll just run it. Yeah, screw it, I'll run that. And since it's already going to be in there, I'm not going to probably switch it out if it sucks. It's not going to suck though. It's got a triple in front of it, man. Over here we got the Rat. I finally finished painting this thing pretty good. This engine's just set in there for mocking up, but I got to take that all out, which does it's kind of sucky taking engines in and out of this. It's really tight, but I got to take it out to put the pump in, and then we'll be ready to, you know, mock up length and cut the drive shaft and stuff like that. I pulled that engine out, and I'm telling you guys, this nub right here, these gotta go. Getting the engine out with these on there is not cool. So seriously, these are getting cut off right now. We got the pump in. Let's put the ride plate on. All right, guys, hopefully I'll be able to actually show you the paint on this thing now that it's finished, at least sometime today. But for now, I'm on my way to Rob's to go use his lathe, and we're gonna go mess up some drive shafts. So here we got a 650 standard and the one I just modified, so you can see the end relieve a little bit. And that's how short it's cut off. Drive shaft is in. That's a shorty, huh? So now that's taken care of. And oh yeah, so I was going to tap a coupler for the actual triple engine itself, because the one that it had was bigger than this, so it's not, I basically have just gotta, I gotta tap one of these little couplers to that size to have it bolt on the engine. Didn't have the tap, so I've got to wait for it to come in the mail, so I guess I won't get the engine in this second. Let's have a look-see. Now I'm gonna try to make it so that you can just look at the paint. Yeah, so we got our little JetSki brothers. This is it, man. This is it. What do you think of that missing nose piece? Oh yeah, there we go. We got SeaRat. Nice and scary. Ugh. So who else is building a SeaRat? We know Fifth Scale is making one, and you know, we know a lot of people want to make one, but who's doing it? Who's like going for it?
Look at this. This thing is fat. Yeah, this is a big fat stupid ebox. Okay, but that's a thing I'm figuring out.
Well, all the crap that's in here fit in there. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah.
Come on. There's really not as much in here probably as it looks, this big fat turd. Maybe if I cut some of these little pegs out. I don't know. If I grind some of these pegs off, I think I could get it to fit in something like that. Starter relay goes right there. And then each coil has a little piece of crap. I'm thinking they would fit in this side of that. And then this is the frickin' voltage regulator. I think you might be able to stick that piece of crap right there. I'm liking that option right now, but maybe there's a way I can get this piece of junk to work. If I can find a place for this, it means I don't have to figure out a smaller, low profile ebox setup. So if I can just find a spot for this with that big front bullcrap panel off this ebox, if I just put a flat plate, I could fit it right there. And that's looking really attractive to me right now. This is very attractive. This is less stuff for me to have to make, and I like that.
We're going to take a look at the original SeaRat just for fun, but first we got to remove the hull that is sitting on top of it. The upper hull from the LS V8 JetSki swap is sitting on top of the original SeaRat.
Oh, after being able to look at the new one so much, this old one, it definitely looked like it looks crappy in a crappy way. And I kind of like, I wonder what I could do to paint on this. If I can think of a paint job that would go with the white, because I feel like, you know, the original SeaRat, it's white is the color. And the color, it's just, I can't see myself painting this like a completely different color, but I could see it painting it a paint job that goes with white, and not necessarily redoing everything, but it's really interesting to look at this thing now that I'm building another one. And so the next one does not have a bilge pump. Not gonna get one. Whatever. But yeah, the whole like water box, this thing that's not a water box, that makes like the whole silencer thing on this thing's exhaust, it doesn't do anything, and it's loud as heck. And so the next generation Rat with the water box, the stock water box, I think that's going to be a real sweet little hit. The 900 pipe is definitely smaller, I can tell you that right now. So this one's definitely got it bulged to the side more. This engine is this engine should be mint, but it looks like crap because, you know, Jason and Josh caught it, you know, ran it dry for like 10 minutes and blew all the exhaust apart. So my beautiful 1100 that I put in here, they ruined when I wasn't there. So it's good. It's always weird for me to watch a SeaRat video that I'm not in, and because I'm the originator, I'm the builder.
It's so like scary that it's fun. And then Jason, he doesn't like riding the SeaRat, I don't think. But he's not here to give his opinion, so oh well.
Yeah. Also, you know, whatever. I don't really care. You know, I built this thing, and then I was having to work on it, and I couldn't really get it going, and so I basically gave this thing to Josh, and since then I have only ridden it like a few times, but I don't know. It will be interesting to see if the new one runs very good. I mean, if it runs halfway decent, it should be better than this, I guess. I don't know. This one has a more legit, awesome pump setup. Like, it's got a nice Solus impeller and an R&D afterburner in there. So,
How many times have you wanted to sell this particular ski?
oh, certainly a lot, yeah.
And how many times have I told you can't
Josh
sell
was
it?
like, no, we can't sell it. This is the thing that is for us. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And so,
Like, I have visions of, like, making it, like, not, like, beautiful, but, like, nice, if that makes sense. Like, it'll still be the SeaRat, but it'll be nice.
kind of like the SeaRat too.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, you know, guys, I told you, I'm making that thing to sell. So you will be able to buy it if you want to. I mean, you know, prices starting at about 10 grand. So, I mean, you know, just make sure that you get your paychecks saved up. The this here cover, this little flywheel cover on the SeaRat 1 using a 750 flywheel cover. I don't know, maybe that's the reason it runs like crap, but the SeaRat 2, I used the triple flywheel cover, and I'm gonna tell you that engine was a lot more difficult to get in there. Anyway, I mean, this thing is so fast that I don't think there's any reason that you need to put an 1100 in a 650 SX over a 900, and the 900s are pretty cheap, so it'll be kind of neat to see if it's worth a darn. The new SeaRat is gonna have a really short impeller, so a really short, not as good impeller. So it might work just darn great, but I'm imagining it will run out of steam on top a little quicker than this thing, but it probably will have a lot more hole shot, or hopefully anyway, and maybe be a little bit more manageable.
We're going to go ahead and do a hidden bonus video today, and that's going to be on that Tiger Shark 640. That was the ski that Jacob launched out of the back of his truck, and it goes into him kind of tearing down that engine and checking it out a little bit. Also going to do a little bit of looking at this project as well, so if you are interested in the V8 jet ski stuff, you might want to check it out. And so Jacob, how do we get to that video?
By clicking in the description below, you can get into the secret video. It's not going to pop up by itself, so you got to click in the description below. And it's kind of cool. 640. You want to see a 640 in one of these? It would be interesting. Well, you'll see in the which you'll see in the video. So yeah, check out Vintage Jet Ski and buy some stuff there. I was going on there the other day and I was like, man, they got some new cool stuff. They always got this new cool stuff to check it out, and yeah, it's pretty neat. I want to buy some of it.